right, so I guess we're recording here. Hi, this is Simon.
And Katie.
Both of us. So how we met? Wow. Well, it's been almost 5 years, and I was I was working for the circus, and Katie was a trapeze artist that from the moment I saw her, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. And actually, let's do the real story, okay? So
I like that one.
well, anyways, it was almost 5 years ago. It was the end of August, and I was about to leave for a 5-month excursion to Europe by myself, and was very much looking forward to going. And I decided last minute to stay for a dear friend's wedding 5 days before I left. And I went to the wedding and was only thinking about leaving, but then I saw Katie, and well, I should just say that was pretty much it.
I was there last minute as my brother's date, and Simon thought that I was dating my brother.
Well, they don't look alike, and they hadn't seen each other in a while, so they were so excited to see each other. And then the moment that I found out that they actually aren't dating, that they're siblings, so it was, I jumped right in. And
we danced.
We danced all night. Not all night, but from that moment on, we danced. And then I wasn't ready for the evening to be done, so I told her that. And I got her phone number, and I called her that night, and we stayed up all night just talking, and I took her to, in the middle of the night, to our neighborhood park, and we just played on the swings and talked, and I don't know, we were there, a rainstorm blew through, we didn't even realize we were there till 8 in the morning, and anyways, we spent the next bunch of days together, and I left for Europe, and we wrote letters back and forth, and sent emails, and spoke on the phone, and really got to know each other that way, from a distance, until we decided to meet for a week in Paris. It's wild. You want to talk about Paris?
We didn't see much of the day. We got lost a lot. We ate well. We explored the city. It's one of the most romantic cities in the world, and even more so with this man that I didn't know much about other than what we had written to each other in letters. And fast forward 4.5 years, almost the day that we met, Simon...
The day before.
The day before.
So it would have been our 4-year anniversary, right. But anyways.
So Simon wanted to take me out to a nice dinner, and I was tired and said, I don't know if I want to go out, let's just stay home and cook. And he convinced me. We went to my favorite restaurant and had a really lovely dinner, and he seemed really strange and kind of nervous.
Okay, I was nervous because you had no idea, though, obviously.
I had no idea. And after dinner, of course, I pressured him during dinner. Are we going to get married someday? I'm really excited.
She had no idea that I was going to do it that night, but... So
then, after dinner, we're driving back to pick up his car at his parents' house, and we drive past that park. Remember that park from that first night, Britain? And he said, let's stop. And I said, no, I'm tired. Let's go home. He kept driving. And then he said, you know what, let's go. So we turned around and went to the park and went and found this little spot where we had spent hours talking that first night. And it was too small for him to get down on one knee or anything like that. And I don't know how I would have felt about that anyway. But
well, she was actually... I'm jumping in. We just talked for a while, and she was sitting on like sort of a step underneath this... I don't know, how would you describe it? Like underneath a...
It's like a little cave, a little wooden cave.
Yeah.
But anyway, he pulled out the ring, and he asked me to marry him, and that's how we became engaged. It was magical.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
That's pretty much it.
The end.